What up, fellas? It's Ty. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things prostate and prostate cancer related. If you're new here, welcome to you. If you've been here for a while, you watched the video, maybe even liked and subscribed, I appreciate you. And welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about something that I've been researching for me. And I've been researching it, and then I want to make sure that I make you all aware. I don't necessarily need to come to a conclusion of my research to make you all aware of this. I'll ask you all to do me one favor. Watch this all the way through. And then, if you agree, hit like. And if you believe that it's up for discussion, or at least debatable, hit like as well. I'd like to push this discussion forward because the information I found was a bit concerning. So, what I want to talk to you about today is the erectile dysfunction medications. And those manufacturers who make the generic form of those medications. If you're like me, your insurance is not paying for the brand names. So you're not getting Cialis and you're not getting Viagra. What you're getting are the generic forms. So the generic form of Cialis is tadalafil, and the generic form of Viagra is sildenafil. So you're getting the generic forms of those medications, and as such, there are numerous manufacturers who make those. And as I've been spending some time over the last several months going back and forth getting these medications, what I found is sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And as soon as it occurred to me, I was like, hold on, let me look, because sometimes the medications look the same. Sometimes they look totally different, depending on whom the manufacturer is. And I said, hold on one second. I wonder if these guys, it is possible for them to cut corners on these types of things. Now I'm not saying they're doing anything nefarious, but I am saying that we as men wouldn't necessarily pay any attention to that. We'd expect the medication to work. And then we'll fix it for them if it doesn't, right? So instead of saying, hey, this medication didn't work, we'll take another dose. And it'll probably work for you then. And that's where you'll stay, because that's how much you need to take for it to work. But you see, while you got it to work for you, you put your health in jeopardy and all of those things in regards to making sure that you could do what you need to do with this medication. But what if they aren't doing it? What if they're putting everything in there that they're supposed to? I know that it sounds really weird, but I'm like, why is it that I get this medication that's supposed to do this, and it doesn't do this? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I said, how come I have to take more than this? If it's supposed to be 20 milligrams, I expect it to be 20 milligrams. If it's supposed to be 50 milligrams, I expect it to be 50 milligrams of everything it's supposed to be. And I have found that that's not the case. I have at least 2 manufacturers on the list that I have taken their medications, and it has not worked for me. And then I immediately thought of all of you. What if we have somebody going through depression, or because they can't get an erection, or maybe, they're in a sexless situation now? What if all of that was going on, and it's because of the medication? And nobody ever thought to think about that, right? So what if your sildenafil is not working the way it's supposed to, and that's why you're not getting an erection? It's like the cake is baking, and you could see it, but it's not done all the way in the middle, so you're not really having a full erection. Nah. I think we should hold them accountable. And I want to bring this to all of you, so all of you are aware, so that in such situation, you can start your own list. Now, I'm not going to share the list because I don't want to get sued. And at the same time, I don't necessarily think that my list would be your list or your list would be my list. Because what works for you may not work for me. And what works for me may not work for you. But what I will say is that there is a circumstance where I have taken 1 month and it worked, and the very next month it didn't. And if you've had that experience, then share it. Hit like. And then make sure that you comment and make sure you let me know. And if this has never occurred to you, that potentially this is why it's happening, and that the medication that you're taking isn't working, and that your doctor is taking you from 10 milligrams to 20 milligrams, and you're going up, and you had 50 milligrams, and now all of a sudden you got 100 milligrams, and you're going up because the medication's not working. What if they haven't put everything in it that they were supposed to? Just food for thought. As always, I hope this finds you well. Peace and blessings, fellas.